Hi, Next to Change, Vivian here. I want to talk a little bit about joy and how you can get more joy in your life right now. Joy is one of the greatest pleasures of life, and sometimes we may not seem to have enough joy in our lives. So, I want to talk about 6 ways that you can get more joy in your life right now. So, I'm going to get right into it. The first one is practice a constant state of appreciation. A lot of times we can get up and, we can start the day with even a negative mindset like, oh, I have to go to work today, or oh, it's Monday, or oh, it's this. So we can always find things to be unhappy about. But start to practice your day starting off with a constant state of appreciation. So that, means waking up and ready for the day and eager to get out there and to discover new things and live your life, And sometimes we have to coach ourselves into that, meaning that we have to find things that we're grateful for, And once you start practicing that and thinking about the things that you do have to be grateful for, the less you'll think about the things that you might consider problems or that you consider negative things or things that don't feel good or that don't really add any positivity to your life. So try to find a way to be in a constant state of appreciation, and that means just having an awareness of that. The second thing is learn to be accepting of yourself, and if you can, of everyone else. So learn to be accepting of who you are. Where you're at. We know that we're all trying to grow. We're all continuing to evolve and be the next to change and to keep forever changing and being the best that we can be and actualizing our potentials and, really understanding ourselves in the world and being better people. Learn to be accepting of yourself and not be so hard on yourself, and accept yourself for who you are, the authenticity that you have. And, once you learn to be accepting of yourself, it'll be even easier to be accepting of others. And you'll find joy in that. You'll find happiness in accepting yourself. And you'll find happiness in being able to accept other people, just for their authenticity and being respectful to other people. The third thing is to be all that you were born to be, and you're like, well, what was I born to be? Well, there's purpose and there's meaning in life. And then you had dreams. Everybody at one point had aspirations if they don't have them anymore. So those aspirations that you have, all of those things, push the limits on yourself. Be all that you were born to be. You'd be amazed at the things that you could do if you pushed yourself to the limits, or if you tried something new, or if you dared to take courage, or if you changed, the course or direction of your life. Be all that you were born to be. Get out there, have fun, be courageous, meet people, and be you. The fourth thing is to find happiness. It's there, and a lot of times, our happiness that we have is covered up, and it's covered up with things that don't really serve us, things that we don't really need. Sometimes we can cover up our happiness, our soul happiness, our authentic happiness, our inner happiness. We can cover that up with things like stuff, buying so many things, buying things to impress people, buying things to catch up with people, not being yourself, wearing a mask, trying to present yourself other than what you are. You don't need that. Your happiness is really deep inside of who you really are. Um, Clearing out, that's your ego. Clearing out toxicity in your life, clearing out anything that you consider a vice to you, anything that's destroying you, anything that's, not good for you, any habits, any patterns. You know, Once you can clear out all of those things, and you do it one step at a time, it's one day at a time. But believe me, happiness is there. You have happiness, it's in there, but it's hidden under so much stuff. And once you clear that out, get things out of your life you don't need, get people out of your life that you don't need, you will find joy, and you will see that so many things that you thought you needed were actually burdens. So that's one way to find happiness. Number 5, believe that goodness is always flowing to you and through you. You know, what you believe and what you expect has a lot to do with what you get in the world. As a man thinketh, so is he, or a woman, or whosoever thinketh, so are they. Believe and you receive. And it's not just a mental, assent to words or just cliches, but you really, you believe those things, and you will notice that things will come to you. Your expectation, your belief, you will attract things, things will come, and it has a lot to do with what you believe about yourself and what you believe about the things that you want. Number 6, keep promises you make to yourself. A lot of times we make these promises. I'm not going to do this anymore, or I'm going to start doing this, or I'm going to do this. Keep those promises that you make to yourself, because when you make that promise to yourself, when you made that vow to yourself, something happened. It opens up a door in your life. It opens up a door to who you are, at your core. And once you make that promise or make that vow, you are empowered. There's something that clicks in your subconscious mind. There's something that clicks in your awareness. And everything begins to maneuver for you. The doors begin to open for you. But we must keep those promises that we make to ourselves. We do it with discipline and perseverance, and you keep moving towards that. And then the thing that we must remember with the keeping the promises that we make to ourselves, sometimes we don't always do that. And be able to forgive yourself when you don't. Don't beat up on yourself when you don't keep a promise to yourself. So those are 6 things that will help you to find joy now in your life, because it's there and you're here and you want to have fun and you want to enjoy your life the way that you can and the way it's meant to be lived. It doesn't mean that we never have adversities, but we don't focus on those. When we keep pushing, to live our lives and make decisions to live good lives, to live healthy lives, to live loving lives, to live lives that are fun, and lives full of expression of ourselves. So this is Vivian here from Next to Change. You be the next to change and find more joy in your life. See you next time.